I'm the big LG Doc Gallows, and you're watching the Wrestling Junkies. Boom.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Junkies podcast. I'm Mr. Cincinnati. As always, I'm joined by the handsome devil, the podcast dad, who's about single-handedly derailed our episode tonight. How you doing, bud?
You did this.
How did I do this?
That's what I said pre-show, because we were on a podcast on Sunday, and we were talking about the T word, and you were like, oh, we're probably due for one here soon.
Duh. So call me Nostradamus. You're welcome.
So how's this my fault? It is your fault.
I don't know about that. Well, you know what? You know what?
I'm blaming you. I'm going to try something real quick. Just work with me.
This is your fault then if this goes wrong.
Did I go away?
I hear you, but I can't see you.
Perfect.
How?
My back?
Yeah, you're back. This episode's going tits up already. Come on, man.
Oh, we're great. We are great.
I like it. It's Thursday, end of the week here. So I'm glad we could. Do we have an episode tomorrow?
It's not the end of the week. We still have to work.
Do we have? It's the end of our schedule of the episodes this week.
Maybe we could pop up on the weekend. You never know. That's what we do.
Tomorrow, I'm going to Bob Dylan.
Oh, tomorrow's Friday.
I know.
You're going to Bob Dylan?
I am.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Where's he playing?
Yeah, Riverbend.
Oh, nice. That'll be fun.
Yeah, this will be the second time I've seen him.
I've never seen him. That's a good one.
It's worth it. Yeah. Fernando's in the house. What's up, buddy? Thank you for joining us tonight. It's always good to see you. Thank you to everybody that's joining us tonight. Let's get into it because we got an incredible guest here. We got a lot to talk about. So as always, thank you for joining us. You can find us on X, TikTok, and Buzzer at Junkies Pod. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram over at Wrestling Junkies Pod. But most importantly, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Podcast Dad. Yes. If the members of our table want any more shenanigans or chaos or calamity that comes with watching the Wrestling Junkies podcast, tell them why they should subscribe.
Because that table back there is open. You can pull up your couch, your chair, your motorized beer cooler, as James Storm would say, TNA. Anything that you can sit on, just go ahead and pull it up to the table. Don't say anything. You can pull it up to the table and join us and have a great time because we're a lot of fun, even though one of us, you want to say professional earlier, pre-show, you want to say professional. Look at this. Join us. We're having fun. We want to continue to have fun. And the only way we can do that is if you subscribe. That's it. You're a child.
That's so. I don't. Thing is, that's just not fair for you to assume. It's also, how did you know that went through my head? And it's not worth it. Doesn't matter. Show some love to our friends at Turnbuckle as well. The fastest growing Discord community out there. Again, if you just want good people to hang out, talk wrestling with without the tribalism bullshit, the Discord server is the place for you. Shout out to our friends at the 10 Count Pod and Hitting the Turnbuckle. This is just, again, incredible group. You can also sign up for the Turnbuckle Gold on Patreon so you can get rundowns of Raw, SmackDown, and PLEs. And also scan the QR code, visit our store at Pro Wrestling Tees. We've got some incredible new designs here. Podcast Dad, I gotta say, people are loving the old Monday Night Raw throwback. That one I'm very, very excited about. So do us a favor, head over to Pro Wrestling Tees, support the Wrestling Junkies, and help us to continue to grow this movement.
Yeah, and speaking on Turnbuckle real quick, stay tuned. We've got some fun stuff in the works.
Yes, we do.
Just stay tuned because we're building something really, really good over here.
Fantasy booking is just the best. You're going to get to find that out soon enough. Podcast Dad, I think it is time to introduce our guest tonight. He's had a lot to say about this weekend. He's been waiting to say it, because tonight we are continuing our road to Free For All ahead of one of the most anticipated matches on the Pro Wrestling Symphony card this Saturday. Our guest tonight is the Chicano Kid, Alejandro, who steps into a Falls Count Anywhere match against Jake Painter, a rivalry that has become more personal than these two have crossed every time that these two have crossed paths. Jake wasn't able to join us this week, but he was not about to let Alejandro have the last word. So before tonight's show, Jake sent us an exclusive video message, and we'll hear exactly what he had to say in just a bit. But tonight, Alejandro finally gets the chance to set things straight. So, Alejandro, pull up a seat, my friend. Welcome to the Wrestling Junkies podcast. How are you tonight, man?
¿Qué onda? It's the Chicano Kid. What's going on, everyone? Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm super pumped for this weekend. Super excited. Estoy listo. Estoy ready.
Love it.
Let's go.
Love it. Again, first, welcome to the Wrestling Junkies podcast. This is your first time here. So for viewers who may be seeing Alejandro for the first time, tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Man, so if it's the first time for you seeing the Chicano Kid, I'll tell you, you guys are in for a treat. Not only will you guys get a taste of the luchador style, what I do in the ring, but also you're going to see aggression, you're going to see a fight, you're going to see a brawl. In the ring, I really do it all, and you'll be surprised at what I can do in the ring. Sometimes I just do something just a surprising move.
So you saying you do it all, you know, the luchador, the high flying, the brawling, anything you say, right? Who were some of those early ones that inspired you to kind of be who you are today?
But growing up, I watched a lot of Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio was a big idol of mine. The Hardy Boys, CM Punk. But like my go-to wrestler has always been Rey Mysterio, especially because the Latino heritage. Rey Mysterio was he's not the tallest. He's very short, and I'm also not the tallest as well. So seeing him accomplish what he accomplished was very very inspiring.
What's your favorite Rey Mysterio match?
My favorite, man, it's a hard question, man. I like a lot of his matches. I'll say my favorite one is when he won the world title.
Yeah,
really, that
Classic.
His match with Orton and Kurt Angle at WrestleMania. That match has got to be my favorite. I've watched that match like so many times.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. So for those that may not be familiar, Pro Wrestling Symphony, tell us a little bit about your time there and how it's helped you develop as a performer.
Man, so Pro Wrestling Symphony, I gotta say, it's one of the best independent promotions, not just in Nashville, but I want to say just across here in the country, in the U.S. Very professional, very great production, very great show, a bunch of talented wrestlers. I actually have a close relationship with the promoters of Pro Wrestling Symphony, and they put on a really good show for everybody. Like it's not like any other type of other like indie show around here. It's truly one of a kind. You guys people have to come to the show to experience what it is. I could talk praise about it all I can, but they have to come and experience the show. It's really like no other. It feels like just a great professional independent promotion.
What is there a singular thing about it that fans should know, like tuning in for the first time? Like I know you said it's not like any other show. Is there something that you think has them standing out so much that newer fans should be, I got to go to this one?
Man, it's just the talent they bring. You just never know, who they're gonna bring in town, what's gonna happen in each match. Like each match always has, something different, something unexpected. I don't want, to talk about myself, but occasionally I'll do, something different, like a cool move, a risky move, and not just me, just other talents as well in the show. There's just everyone has a special, taste. Like todos hacen algo como diferente. Like you have to come to experience to see. Like you just never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about it here. Free for All happening this weekend. You're taking on Jake Painter, and you've made it clear over the last week that this is not just any other match. I mean, it's Falls Count anywhere, but let's get a little bit deeper than that. Why has Jake become such a personal issue for you?
Man, so Jake has become one of my biggest rivals so far, actually in my career, and him and I don't really get along. If I'm being honest, we don't get along, and he talks a lot. He likes to run his mouth, talk a lot. He's always blabbing, and last time we were in the ring together, he had to cheat, had to steal to get a victory from me, and I still hold a grudge from that. Jake can't beat me. He always has to play dirty. He always has to cheat, find a way to steal a victory. He can talk all he wants, but in reality, he can get the job done. And he's really been under my skin, especially last time we were in the ring.
So this has been going on for a while now, and like you said, he cheated to win the last one. What will make this time and this match different for you?
Well, the stipulation, it's false counts anywhere. Anything goes. There's no rules. Who knows? There's no rules in this match. And honestly, Jake has gone on my last nerve. It's time for someone to finally shut him up.
Was there a breaking point that you had with this with Jake? Like, where did all the hostility come from?
It all come from last year. And it's no secret. Last year, it wasn't my year. I was taking a lot of losses. I wasn't, as motivated. I was just going in the ring just to go there. I was losing myself and my spark. And then the match with Jake happened, and something just lit up in me again, where I'm just like, I was just tired, of taking losses, and especially it feels like someone was taking a disadvantage of my situation.
Mm-hmm.
And no, go ahead.
Okay. No. You're perfectly fine. I apologize. I just wanted to put out there for those that are watching that while Jake was not able to be here this past Tuesday, he did want to make sure his voice was heard ahead of this weekend. Alejandro, I'm not sure if you've gotten to see the clip, but this did start to make the rounds on social media within the last hour. Here's a word from Jake Painter.
Oh, Chicano kid. You talk a lot of smack for someone who has literally only gotten their ass kicked at Pro Wrestling Symphony. Shane Mercer, scramble matches, you name it. All you do is get thrown around like a rag doll. And yeah, I think you've been just a very small thorn in my side. But guess what? I am setting my sights for much more than you. And I'm already seeing past this Saturday. So let me tell you, if Pro Wrestling Symphony and all these Nashvillians want to see me bust out the chain and maybe a little more fun stuff and smack you around a distillery on a Saturday afternoon, then so be it.
Some strong words there, and looks like he's walking into this match armed and feeling pretty dangerous. Your thoughts?
He just talks a lot. He talks. You see how I wasn't that video all cocky and confident? Last time he had to cheat to beat me. He can bring whatever he wants. He can bring that chain. But at the end of the day, I'm kicking his ass this Saturday. I've had enough of him. It's false count anywhere. He can come with a chain, but he doesn't know where I'm coming with. And honestly, I'm ready just to shut him up and put an end to our feud.
Does something like that, listing opponents who you just haven't been able to, overcome, basically questioning your whole resume, does that motivate you, or does it just make it that much more personal?
It motivates me. It really does. It really motivates me, especially on this revenge tour I've been going on this year. Just getting my revenge on everyone who's did me wrong, who's cheated, who I feel disrespected me. It's really, really motivating. And especially this match coming up this Saturday, I'm more motivated than ever. I've been training hard. This is all I've been thinking of 24/7.
And I mean, you've already mentioned this: no countouts, no DQs, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, no safe place. You've talked about your moveset, the variety that you have. How can this environment play into those strengths that we know Alejandro to have in the ring?
Simple, man. I do so much in the ring. I have so many styles, and now that it's this type of stipulation, just adding weapons in there, adding no rules, just adds just more to my style, just more aggression, where I can really just I can really demonstrate my aggression, my frustration, without the ref pulling me back, without DQ. You're gonna see a different side of the Chicano kid that you haven't seen before.
What do you do? And you say, even this is the best you've ever been. What have you been doing to prep for a Falls Count Anywhere match? Like, what does your training regimen look like? Like, what's that look like?
Man, so I've been rolling around the wing on the weekends. Been going training on the weekends. Been training 2 to 4 hours, every weekend. I've been resting up. I've been watching tape as well. I've been watching tape on other, Falls Count Anywhere matches that I've seen before. Getting ideas. Talking to mentors. Training here in the gym, making sure I'm in tip-top shape, I'm well conditioned. Those is the steps I've been doing to prepare for this match.
Alejandro, as we wrap up here, when fans leave free for all this Saturday, what do you want them saying about you?
I want them to remember and say, wow, the Chicano kid really, really put on a great fight. He really showed aggression. He demonstrated He demonstrated what it is to take revenge on someone, to finally shut someone's mouth, to finally shut somebody's mouth. I guarantee you, this Saturday, out of all the matches, people are going to remember the Chicano Kid. They're going to remember my match because I'm coming out very aggressive. I'm going to do things I haven't done before, demonstrate a different side of me.
Awesome. And before we wrap it up here, where can everybody find you on social media, or you got any upcoming dates? And then after that, any final words for Jake?
Well, people can find me. My Instagram is Chicano_kid. On Instagram, Twitter, or X is at the Chicano Kid. As you can find me at. I post frequently on my Instagram. I'm always active on Twitter. You guys can find me on my socials. And one message for Jake. Yo, Jake, when you see this, you talk all you want, cabrón. Talk all the mierda que tú quieres. Because this Saturday, the Chicano Kid is going to shut you up for good. And it's going to be me who's getting the revenge. It's going to be me who finally shuts your damn mouth.
Can't miss this.
Alejandro, thank you so much for joining us tonight, man. We appreciate you taking the time to pull up a seat before what promises to be an incredible Falls Count Anywhere match this Saturday. Best of luck and give them hell.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. Really, it was a pleasure.
Of course. Hope to have you back on soon, man.
Thank you.
So, yeah. Thank you again to the Chicano Kid, Alejandro, for joining us tonight ahead of Free For All. Again, this match taking place this Saturday, courtesy of our friends at Pro Wrestling Symphony. If you are in the Nashville area, go check it out. I mean, again, wrestling show in a distillery. What's better than that, dude?
You know what's better than that?
What?
That damn poster. The old retro GameCube, even with the purple thing in the corner, GameCube only. That is a sweet poster. Shout out to Symphony. Love that.
Media.
Yeah. Oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. But yeah, I'm pumped for this match. It should be really fun. Very strong words from both.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good one, folks. Please tune into this one. IWTV. So like 99. What is it? What was the old tagline for WWE? $9.99.
Yeah, it's about it's about $10 for IWTV.
There we go. I can go watch wrestling.
They kept their word.
Yes, they did, and it's fantastic. Best subscription I have.
Facts. Let's switch gears here, Podcast Dad. We're back. Let's end the week, our broadcast week, since I have to be specific now. We've got quite a bit to talk about here. First things first. We have a new AEW World Champion, Kenny Omega. The Cleaner has done it again, defeating MJF in another match of the year contender. I mean, and this was Beach Blast. I mean, television. This is a pay-per-view quality match on television. Your thoughts, man?
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised he won. It's the first time since I think 98 that both world titles and the major companies changed hands on a weekly television show the same week.
I meant to look that up too. I'm glad that you did. That's.
I want to say since 98.
I like that.
So
I like that.
It was. You know what it was? It was a finger poke of doom. Because Hogan won the world title, and then Mick Foley won the world title on the other show.
Ugh.
I mean, that's pretty cool. Anyway.
The 25 years this week is the start of the invasion.
Stop. Oh my God.
I did watch the snippet of that end of that Raw when Shane announces this new alliance and introduces Stephanie as the owner of ECW. And I remember sitting in my living room, 11 years old, watching that shit too. It took me all the way the fuck back. I might watch back some of the invasion angle. Pray for me.
Don't. What we could have had, man, 25 years.
Yeah. Man, the money they could have made off of that show would have offset any fucking contract of Time Warner's that anybody wanted to stay home and God.
They would have made so much money.
Yeah.
Oh, they would have made so much money.
Vince would be he is a billionaire, I guess, but he would have stayed there and not lost it as much, I guess.
I don't want to talk about him anyway.
I don't know.
Yeah, again, not surprised. Kenny won. I thought we were going to get Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay at All In, and that looks like what we're getting. Maybe with an MJF as a third. I don't know. I've seen that thrown about, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I just think this is I don't want to say it's his swan song, but I think this is Kenny Omega's kind of I'm not going to be doing this for much longer.
Yeah.
Let's get this world title. Let's pass the torch over. Like the story's right there. I don't want to say they've fallen in the story because they haven't, but that story's there. MJF's going to be there forever. Like MJF's is still under 30 years old. You have plenty of time. You have plenty of time. This is Kenny Omega's last big run in the company that he helped found.
Yeah.
Let's give him his flowers. Just like they gave Danielson his flowers a year ago. Or not a year ago, 2 years ago. Just like they gave Hangman his flowers a year ago. They already gave MJF his flowers at All In once. Let's give Kenny the flowers.
And the thing is, it's more than just that. I mean, with MJF, again, 3 world titles by 30. There's only 7 other men in the history of the entire industry that have done it. And, you know, especially because the discussion has so much regarding especially these 2 specific world title runs. MJF is probably about a month on the give or take, I think, of this one. And then Sami Zayn 9 days. But the accolades mean so much more because, again, yes, this was a short title run for MJF. Yes, but that was also taking advantage of a phenomenal story that was told with Darby Allin of a guy that just living his life as just redlining it. So of course he was going to run himself into the ground and not be in the peak shape that he could have been to beat MJF in a world title rematch. MJF taking advantage of that, which he rightfully should. He's a cocky little shit. And then he has to try to defend his title against the same guy that beat him at Revolution. And that match was, 45 minutes? So grueling that it cost him his world title days later. I would have no problem with MJF just chasing Kenny's ghost for the rest of his career. I don't think that we need to add him to this triple threat. I know that's been thrown out there. I've seen Johnny and Marissa, the streamers, throw that idea out there of having him maybe join that triple. I just don't think that this is not a match that needs to be a triple threat. This is a very simple story to tell with MJF, and that is, let him run it back with Hangman. Let him do something like that. There's other people that he can work that don't necessarily need to involve the title picture right now. Give us Ospreay and Omega one last time. Yeah, plenty of time for MJF and Ospreay to go at it. We don't need to. We don't need to do it.
Yeah, and now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna go on way on a tangent here. I guess not on a tangent, but we're gonna take a side road. Do you think they gave Darby Allin the championship because they knew he wasn't going to get it with it in like the next year? Because if they're going to crown Ospreay, I mean, Ospreay's holding that thing for a while.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Thing, maybe?
No, because the thing is, and that's where you and I differ, is that only you have looked at it as a now and never for Darby. I don't think that this is his only world title run. I don't think that this was we have to do it now because it's not an option later. I just don't think that that's the case here. Darby's a company man. He's worked his ass off over the last year. And I mean, when you would just think about the last year alone, it was, breaking his foot and, being on the shelf for a while, going to climb Everest, planting the AEW flag at the literal top of the world. Yep. That's a company man right there. He may not have fit the mold of a world champion, but unlike Sami Zayn, I think it's much more likely that Darby Allin wins the world title again.
Wow. Be a good poll. Why don't you throw that out there?
It would be a very good poll. And let us know what you think about that in the chat, and I'll certainly put that on social media.
That's an interesting take.
Yeah, I don't because we're hearing we're hearing the reports that TKO does not see Sami Zayn as a quote unquote money player. I buy that all the fucking way.
I do too.
Tony Khan loves Darby Allin. Tony Khan is not thinking this person fits the mold of being my world champion and this person doesn't. That's why I think it's much more likely that Darby Allin wins another world title than it is Sami Zayn. And I don't think that this short world title run was meant to give him this reward now because they have all these other things planned. I think that both companies are starting to realize that variety is good. And let's talk a little bit about, because we're also talking Sami Zayn here, because it's now coming out being reported that it doesn't seem like this is going to be a short title run for CM Punk, and it shouldn't. Here's why. He's going to break 434. Punk? I think he's going to, yes, I think that he breaks his own record with this run.
I don't think so.
NBC has wanted him on their programming for a very long time. And because they've made that demand so well known, I see CM Punk being that guy for SmackDown for the foreseeable future. CM Punk will be a much more compelling and interesting champion, regardless of whether he's face or heel. And we've seen him, switch mid-title run as well. That this is not out of the realm of possibility, I don't think.
So here's my question for you then.
Sure.
If you think he breaks 434, is he doing it as a part-timer?
No.
You think he's there every week?
I think he's there every week.
Okay. Interesting.
This is and I mean, part of this goes into responses to the Punk Hogan vocal minority of the IWC. CM Punk, yes, had a chip on his shoulder, walked out of the company 10 years away, went to the competition, flamed out there, came back to WWE as a model employee that is helping everyone, getting along with everybody backstage, doing his job exactly the way that it should be done. There have not been rumors of a dust-up of feeling out of place or unwanted or unvalued because of the length of his previous 2 world title runs since he's been back. This is no different than any other working sector in the world. He's worked his ass off. This is a promotion that I think lasts this time. I think that he gets a much longer run here. Let's be honest. CM Punk is a much more compelling champion than Cody Rhodes has been in a long fucking time.
I don't disagree with that at all. Not at all.
That's why I think that they're going to lean into keeping that title on him as long as they can. There's no reason to flip it back to Cody right now because what the fuck is he going to do after? They've proven that they can't book a Cody title run for shit.
No.
So stop trying is basically what I'm saying.
Is the bubble burst then on Cody?
I wouldn't go so far as to say that the bubble has burst because he's still getting the babyface reactions. They're still yelling whoa with him. They're still popping. He's still selling merch. So the bubble of Cody as face of the company has not burst, but they've shown that they can't book a compelling championship run for him if there's no story to chase or nothing to vanquish.
You consider him the face of the company?
Him and Roman, yeah.
I would say Roman by a good length at this point.
I understand that. I mean, we're seeing him at the UFC events and parties and shit like that. But Cody's the one doing the media, the meet and greets. Like he's the one that's riding that pedal to the metal on the schedule. That he's QB1. He's face.
Okay. All right. It feels to me a little bit like same old Cody. Like we're getting, I don't want to say a repeat of what Super Cena was, but I think the feelings are.
It's damn close.
The feelings are starting to turn, right?
That we're not super close to the sun yet, but things are getting a little warm.
And do you think that they would recognize that and turn him heel, or is he one of those untouchables that will be face for his entire run now?
I hope not.
Because if you look at the history of WWE and their main player at the time, they usually don't turn heel ever.
Or when they do, it's entirely too late.
Yeah, but if you look like Bruno, never heel. Hogan, not heel in WWE, minus that little bit of the NWO. Cena never turned heel. Austin, they turned heel, and everybody hated it. But go back and if you're gonna go watch some of the Invasion, go back and watch Austin's because Austin's stuff in the Invasion is hilarious.
No, yeah,
just go.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
If you look at those three, Bruno, Hogan, Cena, kind of who everybody kind of thinks, right? You throw Austin in there, but we got to remember Austin's run was 5 years max. That super mega face of the company just doesn't turn heel for whatever reason.
But the difference, I think, with all the names that you named is look at what Cody did. Like, he literally, and I don't know why. Like, it's an easy story to write to turn him heel. Not just the Homelander, not just because he's teased that in his ring gear before. You can go back to, I smashed a fucking throne and created the competition that this company was worried about forever.
Yeah.
Like, just lean into that. Like, that's all it is. He had to go out, carve his own path. I mean, joining Bullet Club made him the cockiest little shit everywhere else that he went around the world. This heel turn would work better than Austin, because this is tapping into a very real sort of frustration, a very real sort of anger. It didn't make sense for Austin to turn heel to align with Vince McMahon 2001 at all. No. It didn't make sense for Austin to turn heel and align excuse me, with the Alliance. Why would you align with the same company that fired you via FedEx? John Cena, it's not that the heel turn couldn't have worked. They were just entirely too late. At that point, you've already announced a retirement tour. You didn't want to see it. Those are all very different cases than Cody Rhodes turning heel right now, or even, let's just say, in the next 12 months. Very different circumstances. I had to leave to show that I could be at the top of the mountain. I had to go create the competition that you counter program. Like, these are very real things that could be said in promos that are going to have a much more lasting and cutting impact as a heel. It's time to do something.
I agree. I mean, like you said, the story writes itself, but
yeah,
we've seen WWE recently with layup stories.
Yeah.
And they miss.
And that's on them, not Cody. That's not on them. And I'm not saying that you are. I'm just saying that they are the ones crafting the creative.
Yeah.
Cody's just delivering it.
Yeah.
And if you can lean into, because they have no problem taking pot shots at the company, let Cody do the same thing to take some of those jabs at this company internally. We know he doesn't mean it. He's come in, he's done the goodwill, he's been the ambassador, but Cody's a boring fucking champion.
Yeah. It's just the baby.
It hasn't worked. I can't really point to anything since he won the championship, since he completed this story. There's not very many matches that I can think of. Oh my God, that's instant classic title defense. It takes them forever. It takes them, and especially now, like, especially the shorter that the days get during a calendar year, the worse his creative gets.
Yeah. The only match that I remember, I was like, "Well, that was a really good match," was the AJ Styles one.
That was a really good one. Okay,
I'll give you that one. Was a really, really good one. I mean, but the story wasn't there at all. But that was a good one. But yeah, everything else, like the feuds, haven't been fantastic. The feud with Drew is always so on and off. Like, it's good when it happens, but Drew never. Drew beat him once out of how many times? Like, it got annoying, right? The feud with Randy Orton pissed everybody off. The feud with Cena was not good. Yeah, I mean, those are the major feuds that I can think of.
Yeah.
Like the one with Roman. I don't know. There's not another one I can think of. To be honest with you, I cannot remember like some of these challengers that he's had. Rollins? No, he hasn't done Rollins, has he?
Mm-hmm.
Man. And then I hate saying that because Gunther was one of them, but man, they have messed that up too.
Yeah,
tremendously.
I mean, they have a chance to get it back on track with Nick Aldis, but it doesn't seem like he's going to be the one that faces them. I don't know.
Which again doesn't make sense, but I don't know. We're being real negative. There was something else that I enjoyed
last night.
Yes,
Willow.
I like Willow winning. Something else. It has to do with that match.
Tekla's just a bad bitch. Pardon my language.
Mercedes and looks like Divine Dominion teaming up.
Did I miss that?
That's a faction.
I might have missed that. Yeah,
that's a faction.
Really, Mercedes and Divine Dominion. Ooh. You know what? Hell yeah! All right, I'm with it. Yeah, say less.
I'm behind that. Like, that could be a hell of a group. That could be a hell of a team to really have a big ass reign of terror on AEW. Like, Mercedes as the champion, those two
However,
larger than life tag team champions, but you can play that story too with Megan Bayne eventually.
And that's why I have the trepidation, because they had that story lined up, and Camille just
I agree, but
white hummered. I didn't know that humans could do that.
Yeah, but we don't know what happened there. We have no idea what happened.
And she on didn't she do American Gladiators?
Mm-hmm.
Good for her.
But,
Man, I love that show back in the day. That was cool.
Boogs is on that too.
I did see that. Yeah, we used to have the action figures and shit too. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I think this group has a ton of potential.
Okay.
I love Tekla. Tekla on commentary was
dude. She's so much fun. Like just like, and I think the best, and I don't know if it was necessarily a conscious decision, but it just seems like, at least for me anyway, as far as looking at her work in AEW, because I mean, fan of her on the Indies, knew that she can go. It felt like it took a second for the character to catch up to the in-ring ability and the superiority that she has in the ring. But now that we're here, it's like, oh, you're just funny as fuck. I like it.
Yeah, her saying wrestling Mina is like wrestling a blow-up doll. It was, just brutal.
I was going to avoid specific quotes, but this is a family show. Apparently, you can talk about face it. And okay, no.
I didn't say that. You implied that.
You implied it first.
I didn't imply it.
You did imply it.
Oh,
yes,
your mind went straight to the gun. That's
Man, how did you know? Never. Don't answer.
I did know it as soon as it left the brain down to the voice box and out the mouth. I was like, oh shit. As soon as it happened, I know. Fuck, man.
Okay.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. A lovable one though.
Yes, you are.
So Gabby Forza is in TNA tonight, competing for the Knockouts TV title tournament. She gets the win.
I think so. First round.
Yeah,
I think so.
I do too. I feel really good about that.
Yeah, I don't know if she'll get to the finals, but that'll be a good start because Bear's killing it. So
yeah, I could see this being the start of some more full-time stuff with TNA.
Yeah, let her join the what's that? What are they called?
The system.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. Yeah, no, used to seeing Alicia Edwards as kind of the main knockout affiliated with the group. I think that'd be cool because especially with knockouts tag titles, that could be a lot of fun to bring those to the system.
Yep,
that is. I like how you're thinking there.
Thank you. And if you like this, please stay tuned because we have some more fantasy booking.
We do
soon. Just stay tuned to the socials, please.
Yeah, which you can do by following us on X, TikTok, and Buzzer at Junkies Pod. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Junkies Pod, but most importantly, subscribe to that YouTube channel, Podcast Dad. Tell them why.
Because if you would like to bring a chair to that table and just a chair, nothing else, please just sit on the chair.
I mean, you can bring a 6-pack or two.
Nope. I'm not saying anything else because you will take it somewhere dirty. Bring a chair and sit on said chair.
Bring some drinks, hang out, have a good time. Because we do wrestle sips, I'm trying to be a company man.
Well, that would lead to the face sitting.
No. Okay, that one's your fucking fault. All right.
I'm bringing drinks.
Parents doing the do as I say, not as I do. Fuck you.
Yeah. Whoa! Don't come after me. I'm a great parent. Can you
parented me just now? Okay, whatever.
Real quick, can you tell them the moment at the Reds game where did you see something break in me? Did you see it happen?
I did.
There's an exact moment.
I did. So for those watching that may not know, Chris has 4-year-old twins. They're wonderful. They're just great kids. Podcast Dad is a great parent. Don't tell him I said that. But yeah, he grabbed a straw for his son's drink and sits down back in a seat, gets very comfortable. Next thing I know, I hear you say, "You want a straw?" to his daughter. And I see him get up, and I just see the light in his eyes just dim ever so much. And it's like, and the thing is, I don't even have children, and even I could have seen that coming. If you got one kid of straw, but not the other.
Yeah.
This is like the thing is I'm not a twin, but Fact Checker and I were 2 years apart, and for probably the first 8 or 9 years of my life, you had to get. We had to have like at least 2 or matching of something, just because it's a lot easier to avoid meltdowns that way. I understand it now as an adult, having seen the podcast dad just want to crawl out of his skin.
Yeah.
But guess what?
What's that?
In 7 days, you get to watch a whole bunch of fucking death matches.
Yes, I do. I'm so excited for this.
It's gonna be great.
And I've heard a rumor too. The day before,
Hit me.
The day before, we may have somebody on the pod that might be running that show.
Yeah, we've got so next Wednesday, the 15th, we'll be over on Body Slam. We've got not one, but 2 guests. So as we already previously announced, we've got Isaiah Broner joining us, and that is, or I apologize, that's the 14th, excuse me. So July 14th, Tuesday, Isaiah Broner joins us. Wednesday, the 15th on Body Slam. We've got not only Jameson Shook, but another guy I've wanted to talk to for a while. Jordan Cruz is going to be joining us. He is former Marine, served our country, hell of a wrestler, has an incredible July and August coming up, and wanted to chat with us about it. But we also will have appearances by Jaden Newman this week as well. All of our SCI coverage, dude, I'm telling you, this is our favorite week of the year, and we get to spend it with people that we enjoy and get to hang out with and just have a great time with. So tune in, pull up a seat. Conversation is going to be great.
And you know what this guy did yesterday when we got off the pod after we got done previewing SCI?
Me?
You know what you did?
What did I do?
You sent me the menu.
Oh, yeah.
For a 3 a.m. open spot.
Yeah. And the menu looks really damn good. We usually get Crystal while we're there. I still want Crystal while we're there. But I'm just saying Cookout needs to be mixed into the rotation, especially given the fact that it's open until 3 a.m. So
I'm not going to say no. And if you think you're crazy if I didn't map the closest Cookout to the hotel.
I did the same thing, 18 minutes.
It's going to be perfect.
Yeah.
But
this is good.
As much as we love Crystals and as much as I'm looking forward to Cookout, the star of the weekend, food-wise, will be that concession stand.
Always.
TWA.
Always.
I mean, we got monsters there. We got monsters. We got they have everything.
Yeah.
There was pie there. I had pie at a wrestling show.
They did.
And not prune
pie, chips, candy, burgers, walking tacos, nachos. There's so many. Yeah. That's what it feels like in the world famous TWE arena. I mean, where else can you be up close and personal to Jameson Shook bleeding, Paul London throwing trash on you, and then concession stand that's out of this fucking world?
Yeah, Tim Bob is slapping my hat. Don't do that again, Tim.
Well, he's not there this year, I don't think.
Good.
So. I do hope that former WWF Hall of Famer Sidney Bacabella is there, though. It's been a while. I kind of miss him.
Been a while. It's a good Stain song.
It is a good Stain song. That's the one thing that's also gonna be different this year is that we're not necessarily going down together at the same time. So I don't get my road trip, buddy. It sucks.
You don't.
Sorry, Max.
But in honor, I think both of us will have to play
a bunch of Lil Dicky.
Lil Dicky. Oh man. You can, I'll play it and I'll explain it to the podcast mom, and then you can play it and just look at Max's.
Let me freak classic male pre-game Freaky Friday. I think what's the other one? There's so many of them, but anyway, Lil Dicky, Crystal, Miller's Ale House, drinking with wrestlers, getting to hang out with old friends and new. Can't ask for better weekend. And if you want to help the Wrestling Junkies grow this podcast so that not only we can go to more shows and support and sponsor these shows, scan the QR code for our Pro Wrestling Tee store. We got some new designs up. So join the movement, pull up a seat to the table, come hang out. I mean, look at this. We all love Monday Night Raw. This is a nice little way to support the Junkies while also showing your love of all things Attitude Era. And let's be honest, we all live within spitting distance of a Waffle House. So support us and think of waffles every time that you do. And come on, the logo is just timeless. So do us a favor, head over to the store, scan that QR code. And that's about it for us tonight. Podcast Dad, we made it through another fucking week.
Did watch AAA this weekend.
I know. Because I want to keep up with Peril of them all. I'm very intrigued in this story and seeing where it goes. So you're right.
If you're looking for wrestling, AAA. If you're also looking for any wrestling, IWG.
Also, saw online that Produce Wrestling put up 2 matches from their first event over on YouTube. Do yourself a favor, go check that out. But that's going to do it for us tonight. Podcast Dad, it's nice to see you, my friend.
Yeah, I know. And I sent you an indie show last night. Cage of Horrors is coming to Dayton.
You did, and I still have not been to a Revolver show, so that is...
I know what I'm doing this weekend. Buying tickets. Folks, go support independent wrestling. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Love you.
That's Podcast Dad. I'm Mr. Cincinnati. This has been the Wrestling Junkies podcast. Thank you for rocking with us and pulling up a seat to the table this week. Until Monday, enjoy those grabs.